Alright, first off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth, the sisters, the believers, the helps, shalom. This is Brother Iron from James Jamaica Camp, and I just want to do a short lesson upon mainly towards camp heads as a exhortation, based upon the spirit of that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakwadash has been putting on the apostles from the other day in regards to house cleaning, tightening up, that are basically the spirit right now, right, which show that this thing is really coming to an end. Now the example that I have here is from the book of Samuel, First Samuel, and Eli, right? And the reason why I said this is really is an admonition and an exhortation to camp heads, and also to men in the camp as well, as it pertains to those who underneath the heads. It goes both ways, right? The example of Eli and his sons, right? If you are the head of a camp, which is basically the head of a house, and you now get your house in order, then the Most High can will basically jack you up, right? And I can see that the apostles and elders them now following the footsteps of Eli's Lakia, them actually a watch and them a rebuke and them a do things, right? Because the main thing with Eli is not that he did not say anything to his sons. The actual problem is he did not do anything about what they were doing. And if you know anything about children, we tell them 1,000,000 times to stop the something, but until they actually do something about what they're doing, you put that rod to them, or you punish them in some way, shape, or form, or you show them, you have to show them, say, you're serious, you see me, by performing some form of action. Then them know that, hey, all right, get in line, right? So this is 1 Samuel 2, starting at verse 12. Now the sons of Eli were sons of Belial, they knew not Yahweh. And the priest's custom with the people was that when any man offered sacrifice, the priest's servants came while the flesh was in seething, with a flesh hook of 3 teeth in his hand, and he struck it into the pan or kettle or cauldron or pot. All that the flesh hook brought up, the priest took for himself. So they did in Shiloh unto all the Israelites that came thither. Right? So basically them use the office of them priesthood for basically for gain things, right? It wasn't about being putting on sacrifice unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? And it seems so you have men coming at the truth with when the mindset is, for either them proves to them have wisdom, or it's more of a self-esteem or an ego thing, right, more than actually fulfilling the bidding or the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? It basically them do it unto them own gain, right? Also forget praises of men, or forget money, like some other camps out there, right? Also, before they burn the fat, the priest servants came and said to the man that sacrificed, give flesh to roast for the priest, for he will not have sodden flesh of it, but raw, right? Verse 16, if any man said unto him, let them not fail to burn the fat presently, and then take as much as thy soul desired, then he would answer him, nay, but thou shalt give it me now, and if not, I will take it by force. So you see that, so at the end of the day, it's like, it's always for them gain, right? They want the raw flesh, because what? That they can do more with it. Either them want to sell it, or them can do what they want with it, but them don't want. They want it a particular way so them can get to do what they want to do with it. Which that was not the purpose, or that is not how it was set up. Right? Verse 17, wherefore the sin of the young men was very great before Yahweh, for men harbored the offering of the Lord. And that's the thing. When them go to booms and do that now, it make people don't want to come sacrifice unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. As you know, nowadays our bodies that live in sacrifice. So if you go to boom, you say you're in the truth, you say you teach the word, and you conduct yourself a certain way, that we basically dissuade men right? From wanting to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? The scripture say, oh, through fear of the Lord, we persuade men, right? Although you know the elect is foreordained to get it either way, but at the same time, you can't make yourself a stumbling block, right? You know how you carry yourself. If a Paul tell you that, say, yo, was people supposed to with conversation supposed to holy, right? So people can look on and see, say, yo, we fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? It can't be like the Christian churches where people say, oh, yo, me not give my offering because me give my offering pastor this or pastor that, or hey, me not going to Christian church because them say one thing and them preach one thing and do the next, right? Or them me not doing that because, you know, everybody for themselves, or them this, them, you know, not only with Christianity, but overall, right? The hypocrisy in regards to these other religions, right? The hypocrisy in regards to these other doctrines, right? People will say, oh, them are the holy, or say them are follow the right way, but it's corrupted, right? It should not be so in the truth, right? You're supposed to go after Yahweh Hashem Yahshua in all sincerity and truth. You're supposed to conduct yourself as a priest, right? As a servant, as a king of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua in a right stead, right? Hey, and you know the no lineup, you know, no shots and doing the 3 videos. Them things I think we're supposed to do naturally, like and like elders them supposed to a bar that don't pun nobody, or not if you say bar down, but like the elders them, it should be a thing where the elders have to come like a force or beg them a beg you to do anything. Them just a try, you know, get you in the right spirit, and it might seem like things we have to do on a physical level and men operate carnal, or why me have to do this or why me have to do that, or really, or me not have to follow man, and you know it's spiritual. It's all onto it has a spiritual significance behind it, right? Now let me check down. All right, here, verse 22, 1 Samuel 2, verse 22. Now Eli was very old and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel. And now they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Right? So you see, even that, the scripture telling Timothy say, oh, them going out like widows' houses, right? Some men coming out of the street just to get women as well, right? Which that is not what this truth about. The only woman is supposed to concern within this truth mainly is what? Sophia, yo, right? Wisdom, right? And he said unto them, why do ye such things? For I hear the evil dealings by all these people. For I hear of your evil dealings by all these people. Nay, my sons, for it is no good report that I hear, ye make the Lord's people to transgress. Exactly, and your conduct can actually lead people to transgress, right? The way you carry yourself, the example that you're setting, right? The conduct overall can actually cause people to transgress, because when them look on and them feel like that are the right way, right? What happen? You basically let them start follow the bad example, right? If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against Yahweh, who shall entreat for him? Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because Yahweh would slay them. Right? So at the end of the day, they are going to get used as an example, but them never hearken unto Eli. Right? And verse 27, I'll try to go through this quick whole heap of reading, but you know, this hope this is edifying. It says, and there came a man of God unto Eli and said unto him, thus saith Yahweh, did I plainly appear unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt in Pharaoh's house? And did I choose him out of the tribes of Israel to be my priest, to offer upon my altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me? And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings made by fire of the children of Israel? Wherefore kick ye at my sacrifice and at mine offering, which I have commanded in my habitation, and honourest thy sons above me, to make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all things of Israel, form of Salakia, and honourest thy sons above me, to make yourselves fat with chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people. Exactly. It'll be like him grab him sons more, right? Because what? As we say, him talk to them, but him never do anything about it. Wherefore Yahweh, God of Israel, said, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever. But now Yahweh said, be it far from me, for them that honour me I will honour, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed. And that is the thing. You see me? if you lightly esteem Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, if you not how you show that in your conduct, right? Behold, the days come, I will cut off thine arm and the arm of thy father's house, that there shall be there shall not be an old man in thy house. Why him say that? Because as an old man is supposed to have wisdom, as an old man is supposed to basically order things, right? But seeing him never there order things, seeing as how him never there put things in place, the most I basically put that as a sign upon the house of Eli, right? And thou shalt see an enemy in mine habitation, in all the wealth which God gave Israel, and there shall not be an old man in thine house forever. And a man of thine who I shall not cut off from mine altar shall be to consume thine eyes, and to grieve thine heart, and all the increase of thine house shall die in the flower of their age. Exactly based on the fact that them basically take the Lord's portion. And this shall be a sign unto thee that shall come upon thy two sons, upon Hophni and Phinehas. In one day they shall both die. Right? And it says, I will raise me up a faithful priest that shall do according to that which is in mine heart and in my mind, and I will build him a sure house, and he shall walk before mine anointed forever. So at the end of the day, this is it. If you now conduct yourself a certain way, this is for the men and when I follow, right? If you now conduct yourself a certain way, the most I basically I'll get rid of you. Yes, I'll replace you. Right? Whereas if you don't take heed to the rebuke, or to the thing that the order that's being set. But also for the campers as well, the most I go basically have a different judgment based on the fact that you did not do what you were supposed to do to get things in order. Right? So hey, right there you can see that all that the apostles and elders are doing at this point is to actually ensure say, oh, them good with the how Hashem Yahushai, right? So them can give account for the flock, right? Watching for our souls and also working out their own salvation with fear and trembling, right? Just find the point, right? This is First Samuel 3:11, and Yahweh said unto Samuel, behold, I will do a thing in Israel, at which both the ears of everyone that heareth shall tingle. In the day I will perform against Eli all things which I have spoken concerning in house. When I begin, I will also make an end. For I told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, right? Because his sons made themselves vile, and he restrained them not. You see that? He say why the judgment come, and why he said no old man in ever been in them house, because him being an old man did not restrain them. Right? So it's not like him never know, and I like him never talk to them because him tell them so them are the wrong. But where was the action? Where was the restraint? Where was the punishment? Where was the judgment that was supposed to be done for them doing that? Right? Read it again. For I told him that I will judge his house forever for the iniquity which he knoweth, because his son made themselves vile, and he restrained them not. And that's why even the apostle and elders say, you have a man in your camp and all the certain things, you see me, and basically at the fool, kick him out, or suspend him, or, depending upon whatever the situation is, hey, have to apply some form of judgment until him get him ass in line, or him find himself out. Right? And when them start with them, they notice that them start with them, I say, the camp heads them are all liable. Right? And not only the and if you come down to a place where the camp heads basically them in a wrong because them never deal with certain things, but at the same time as severe, then they know straight say whosoever commit the offense find themselves out. Right? Verse 14, and therefore I have sworn unto the house of Eli that the iniquity of Eli's house shall not be purged with sacrifice nor offering forever. Right? So the most I tell you why they might judge them, because why him see him know but him never do anything about it. And we are gonna go down for sure what happened to both them whenever the fact them never take heed, and also the fact that Eli never do anything about it. Now there was a war. I'm just gonna get to the point. I don't really want to make this long. Right, so First Samuel 4 verse 10, And the Philistine fought, and Israel was smitten, and they fled every man into his tent, and there was a very great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen. And the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Ophni and Phinehas, were slain. Right? Going down, right? Verse 15, now Eli was 90 and 8 years old, and his eyes were dim, that he could not see. And the man said unto Eli, I am he that cometh out of the army, and I fled today out of the army. And he said, What is there done? What is there done, my son? And the messenger answered and said, Israel is fled before the Philistines, and there had been also a great slaughter among the people, and thy two sons also, Ophni and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of God is taken. And it came to pass, when he made mention of the ark of God, that he fell from off the seat backward by the side of the gate, and his neck brake, and he died, for he was an old man and heavy, and he had judged Israel for 40 years. So right there, and then he also died when he hear about the ark of the covenant, right? Which basically, the ark represent what the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? So hey, him even when I say if him honor him sons more than him honor him, right? So as we say, this is mainly for the campers, but also for those who follow the Most High with Jacob both, That's why even, as I check it, even whole camps get kicked, right? Both the head and the followers, because them now fall under the order and the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Them now basically move with the spirit, right? So hey, as we said, the men who are underneath the camp heads, you can get jacked up too, but mainly the camp heads, if you don't restrain the men, or basically put out judgment, right? Put out the punishment, put out the orders, right? And basically gird up your lines like a man. What happened to Eli can happen unto you, and we don't want that. So hope this was edifying. Once we want to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth, the sisters, the believers, the helps, shalom.